here we are, packing the car. Where are we off, Lucy?
Well, we're off to Detectival.
I know we're off. It's the second time we've had to pack the car on 2 weekends in a row.
I know, it's a lot, isn't it?
It's a lot. I mean, look how much shit we're taking with us. Taking so much stuff with us.
I think we've taken more stuff than we did for Rodney Cook.
I know, and we came back from Rodney Cook and we were like, we know what we're doing now. We do not need as much stuff. Doritos that never got eaten.
Man, we took a lot of food that didn't get eaten.
There's no point taking food, you just buy food. All you need is the card. You literally don't need anything else.
We should have learnt from the weekend before.
So hi guys, welcome back. This is When We Found, but we're off doing something. We're off on an adventure this week, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in the car today.
Yeah, we're off to Detectival. So we've just packed it. As you can see, she's quite full.
We've got a couple errands to run first.
Yeah, we've got to head to the supermarket, got to grab some stuff that we might have forgotten back in the other house, and then that's it, we're on the road. We've got 2 hours to go.
So we'll see you at Detectival.
We'll see you there. I mean, we did cause a little bit of a scene getting in, didn't we?
Yeah, because we had our passes with LP.
Well, we were camping with LP. We had our spot, we were secured, they were already there. Ash had them in his hand, and the marshals were having none of it. It was like, nope, you have to wait in the line. And Ash was like, they don't need to wait in the line.
We were getting
people were jumping in front of the car trying to stop us driving. And Ash was like, they're with LP.
It was so funny.
It was so funny.
Then we had about 4 different people try and flag us down and way to make an entrance.
And a bright yellow car as well. And I mean, this was the first night. It was this was the setup then.
You right, Ellie? Have we broken it? Well, here we go. Is that it?
Yeah, I need to peg for some pegs.
I know, it'll be flying off.
So we had a couple of food bands.
Yeah, the main arena.
The main arena, the big tent, and then absolutely bloody chucked it down.
We needed that marquee.
Yeah, we did need that marquee. It was important. Look at you with your beer in your mug.
It was easier to hold.
And the Mexican van, the pillar of the weekend.
Straight into the burritos.
Straight into the snacks. Diggins ground number 1. Get food. I had pizza.
Oh, you got pizza.
Yeah, I had a pizza. That was the pizza that needed 4 minutes longer.
Oh, yeah.
My anemic ham. 4 minutes longer.
Anemic pizza.
Just 4 minutes longer. The mushrooms were crunchy. It was good. The first night we just kind of chatting.
Oh, yeah. It was a bit more chill because
there was no digging on Fridays.
No digging, and there wasn't any entertainment because the Queen
had just died.
Had sadly passed the day before, so it was just a little bit more low key,
more relaxed
on that Friday. Out of respect.
Back at the Mexican van. Back at the Mexican van again.
Did we have 2 dinners?
Yeah, we had double
nachos.
dinner.
We got little nachos. There they are.
We had after dinners. That was Ash's.
If you saw the article.
The famous nachos. We would recommend the nachos. I mean, look at those. Look at those. They're beautiful. What did you think to the setup?
I think it felt maybe a bit too spacious.
That's what I thought. I thought Rodney Cook was nice because it was all together. But it was all quite close.
The Nocta tent was pretty
it was a
epic.
palace. It was a full-blown palace. Look at us making use of the patio heater.
Making use of the Nocta tent.
That went straight on. It was cold that first night. Really cold.
I know, it was I think it was the change of the season, probably.
It was. We went from summer to autumn has arrived.
Yeah.
Autumn has fully arrived. And then
first morning.
Hopefully that's the last we ever see of that pop-up tent. No more.
It's going to be retired.
It's going to be retired and we're going to be in a camper van because that isn't happening any longer. Putting it out there.
Ellie cooking some porridge.
Boiling some water, the most technical of all cooking. We were kindly donated a proper camping stove because they took one look at our Bunsen burner and laughed.
Pete the Skeet.
From Pete the Skeet, gave us camping stove. We were treated. But then it kind of came alive on the Saturday then, didn't it?
Yeah, I think everyone was just feeling a bit more...
People were out and about.
Ready to dig.
Everywhere you looked, there was a metal detector. So many people. And this was the Searcher-gator for the event. Not as big as the last one.
No, only a 2-seater, which we all had to pile on the back.
So we had to turn it into a 6-seater by just having some people, unlucky souls, that was always me, as cargo in the back.
So I think Ash was quite busy, wasn't he, ferrying people about?
It was a bus, a full-time bus service. Shooting people from field to field. I think he secretly loves it though. The icons of the weekend, the Anglo-Saxon reenactors.
Oh, there he is.
Coming to get us. Take us to the
Trip 2.
Trip 2, we were the second wave. Second wave to
Are you at the back, Ellie?
Yeah, I am in the back. I was always in the back. I never got to sit in the front.
Oh.
The only time I got to sit in the front was when we were allowed to use it as a chair to eat our cheesy chips in. Yeah, look, there's me in the back.
Heading out to field, which... field 7, was it? That
Field
was the
7.
first one.
Yeah, that was the first one we headed to. It was Field
I
7.
think that's the token field there.
Yeah, that's why it's so busy. Everybody's hunting for them tokens. We'd heard good things. There were rumours. There was map rumours about what was in Field 7.
Someone had been doing an analysis, hadn't they?
Well, when we've been doing the gossip on Friday night, everybody we spoke to was like, Field 7.
No, we're a bit worried that would be too many people there.
Maybe we got there and there was hardly anyone in it. It was lovely. That's a great digging.
The finds started coming up pretty quick for people, and there, didn't it?
Everybody we spoke to was like, Roman. There were whispers going around the field, weren't there?
Romans were popping up.
Someone had a Saxon brooch, or so we heard. We never saw.
Yeah, I never actually saw it with my own eyes.
Part of a cruciform brooch was going around.
That's the thing with group digs. I will not believe something's come up unless I've seen it with my own eyes.
There's so many rumours that go around.
The rumours that spread and are completely false.
Oh, it's hysterical, isn't it? It's absolutely hysterical.
But the conditions were pretty...
sticky. It's the only word to describe it.
Yeah, it was not easy digging.
It was not. You were getting taller with every single step you took. And like a lot of people were struggling. It was basically mudlarking.
Mudlarking.
It essentially was mudlarking.
Oh,
what have we got here?
and that is
That's our find of the weekend, I believe.
it is our amazing
Septimus
Limes
Severus.
Denarius.
Yeah. I mean, only our second ever Limes Denarius, and a real perler at that, wasn't he?
I know, people were pretty impressed with this find at the weekend.
People were. Everybody we spoke to, they were like blown away.
Not many decent Romans came up.
No, that's true. There were lots of grots came up, but
I think this was probably one of the nicest ones of the weekend.
I didn't personally see anything nicer than this one at the weekend.
So yeah, we were stoked with that one, and it was a solid 9 on the Mind Lab thing. Equinox.
It was right where the boys had just been chatting.
I know, the boys had literally just been there.
Just been.
They went off to the
went
next
off to another field, and we were like, woo, woo, woo,
we just
woo.
potted behind them.
Pulled out this beautiful Limes Denarius. And a fascinating emperor as well.
Oh,
Rome's
yeah.
first African emperor, like connections to Hadrian's Wall, was one of the only ones that actually came to England.
Yeah, so it's a really interesting coin. We've got photos up on Instagram.
And there's a full write-up on Instagram as well of all the research behind it. And we'll probably be doing a little article about it soon. And then we found this as well.
Little thing.
Some kind of little mount, I reckon.
Yeah, I think so.
A stud. And that's got a bit of age to it, you know?
Yeah, maybe medieval Tudor.
Could be our second oldest find of the weekend.
Mm.
I mean, look how muddy the find tin is. It is. Feral conditions. It's almost worse than when we had that... It's almost as bad as when we had that Roman coin spill on our own permission.
Yeah. It's probably second worst.
It's second worst. I feel like only digging in that Roman coin spill prepared us for these conditions.
Yeah.
Because we didn't give up. Whereas a lot of people gave up quite easily on that first day, didn't they?
Yeah. That's a big button.
It's a lovely button.
Oh, big cog.
Yeah, that big cog. I still don't know what that is. Just some bougie trash. You always love the bougie trash.
But one thing which a lot of people did find really difficult on this site was there was a lot of green waste.
There was a lot of green waste, that's true. I mean, we found so much foil.
So much foil. because it was ringing up those really nice low numbers, which you want to dig.
Well, most of it was ringing up 9s, which is probably why nobody had dug the Limes Denarius.
Yeah, I'd say so.
There's a lot of people were just skipping the small targets, whereas we
because it was
relentlessly dug at every single piece of foil.
It was difficult going because of the foil.
Because it was just so disheartening, wasn't it?
Oh, look at my shoes, honestly. Look, it's like I'm wearing, like...
moon boots. You could barely walk.
Yeezy slides.
Yeezy slides. Digging slides.
Look at them, honestly, it's so heavy.
The funniest thing was when you'd be walking and then, like, there would be a shift in gravity, and you'd suddenly, like, lift off the ground a little bit. And it's because everything's detached itself on the bottom of your shoe.
Oh, yeah,
and
it's falling off. Oh.
And you've forgotten what it's actually like to walk normally.
It's just so sticky.
So how would you rate the digging then? I mean, we always know that digging
I think there were better finds at Rodney Cook. I think more came up at Rodney Cook.
I do think more.
Not for us.
No, not for us.
But I think overall there was a lot more. Like, staters.
Well, 10 staters came up.
Some skeets.
But
in saying that, 2 gold hammers came up here?
Yeah, and one gold stater I know of.
And they both had the pros and cons for fine.
Definitely. Oh, and then we went shopping. This is the problem. See, we were first time meeting people, and we were like, oh, yeah, come along, we'll have a look. And then you go and find a Lucilla Denarius that you've been after since we started detecting.
I know, and then usually not that cheap, and that one was cheap. So
that one was cheap.
And she looked all right in it.
Because normally she's got a bit of a honker, hasn't she?
Yeah, she looked refined features.
She's an ugly.
Like that, I'm getting that one.
And that was it. Rubber Fan drops the books.
And then we went over to check out the Mine Lab tent.
Oh, because the Mine Lab tent was around the whole weekend, because guess what was there? The Manticore.
The Manticore.
Everybody was talking about the Manticore.
Yeah.
We had a go.
I thought it was a lot going on.
Got our hands on one.
As you can see, a lot of numbers.
But as you can see here, actually,
it was a noisy little thing. But
you can raise it quite high off the ground,
yeah,
and you're getting a good target. Like, you had it a good 2 foot off the ground. That was impressive, the depth.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, there was a lot going. I mean, it was still a prototype. I've been intrigued to see a full one hit the shops. I think we did a late push in the evening. We came back to base and we had snacks and a bit of a ferret round, and then we went back out again after hearing rumours of skeets.
Yeah,
skeet rumours will always get us moving.
Skeet fever.
We hear skeets, we get skeet fever. Roman Fan mobilises. We headed over to the field and relentlessly dug for another 2 or 3 hours.
And that is the
We had a flyby by some hurricanes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome. But yeah, so skeet fever, but all we found was buttons.
Yeah,
basically.
Nothing of great importance.
Skeet numbers were once again foil.
Yeah.
The whole time foil.
So much foil.
Traumatic. I actually remember saying the words to you, traumatic. True trauma.
Well, we got a ride there.
Yeah.
We were probably last on the field.
Well, we
did some photography.
The marshals found us on the field doing a little bit of fines photography, and they were like, "It's 6:30, digging's over," and we were like, "We're just snapping." And they were like, "Do you want a lift?" So cattled in the back, we got herded back to the arena.
Was this the Saturday night?
Yeah, we had a long sit down because we were absolutely knackered after pushing
we had
ourselves
the
out.
two sessions.
Yeah, skeet fever wore us out. Had to be resolved with pints. It was the only, and it was Dan's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Let's not forget it was Dan's birthday. Happy birthday, Dan.
Happy birthday, Dan.
And this was, we had no band, so Detectival had resorted back to what could only be described as secondary school prom entertainment.
Yeah.
We'd gone to karaoke and disco. That was the whole entertainment for the evening.
The guys were enjoying themselves.
And the
Anglo-Saxon reenactors.
Oh, they were loving it. They were absolutely loving it.
Well, Ellie and Dan got up for a number.
We got stitched up on the karaoke floor.
I'll
never forgive them. Never forgive them. It was an excellent number.
I think you guys did a good job though. Icons.
Having our moment of fame.
So good.
I mean, the tent got pretty packed towards the end of the night. We started a vibe.
I think we bought the
We bought it.
We bought the
vibe.
We bought the vibe.
Well, when I went to the bar to get more Jaeger bombs, the lady was like, "We've had to open a third bottle because of you lot." We definitely brought the vibe up. Don't know how we went out digging the next day, to be honest.
I know. It was a lot of effort.
A lot of effort.
Well, I think it was at first hole we had a coin.
Yeah, we had some form of 17th century halfpenny. The fines tin was starting to look a little bit full of mostly
tat.
Mostly tat, one nice denarius, and that was about it, really. And we were hoping for something good, weren't we? Because Newfield, we heard good rumours about. They weren't too far from an old village. It was, I mean, people were flying round, weren't they?
But no, like, definitely know that one gold stater came up, and that was about it, I think, for good finds on the second day.
What I heard on the second day, yeah, that was literally about it.
But we definitely recovered a lot more stuff than we did the first day, I think.
Oh, we found more things, more interesting things. I mean, there's some unusual bits that were probably some, like, Georgian or Victorian tat, which are probably quite interesting to find out what they're from.
Yeah, definitely.
And we filled the finds till at least, well, it looked impressive. That's always the aim, to look more impressive than it actually is.
Yeah. We got excited when we found this one, though. We thought it was like a
I thought it was a brooch, but I think it's just a Georgian or Victorian.
The more we, like, cleaned it off, we realised it was probably like a furniture fitting.
We were like, it's been... We were like, it's
cast.
Not, yeah.
Almost looks like a chess piece.
It does almost look like a chess piece. Why do I always drop the vines? It's so
it got our hopes up, that one.
But I mean, I feel like the weekenders are 50% like digging and socialising.
Oh, definitely.
Like, you're there to, at the end of the day, you're there to dig, but you're there to see people as well. That's the most important part of the weekender.
Yeah, like, absolutely.
There was the fork we found, stainless steel fork.
So you see a lot of tat there.
A lot of tat came up.
Not too far from where that blooming stater was found, actually, that one.
And then, but then everybody we spoke to hadn't found much.
No, not on the second day.
Not on the second day at all. So, this was, I think this is, unfortunately, the final instalment of the When We Found Digging Weekender series. But there's no more for the rest of the year, so...
Well, if you want to, like, read about it, we've got an article on our website.
Yeah, it was kind of like our guide to the rally season. It was our first experience of the rally season, so we just wanted to share it with everybody. So if you've enjoyed this, be sure to give it a read and let us know what you think.
There's a link in the description.
Yeah, we'll put a link in the description, which is we've started on our website, so you can sign up and then you get all of the information about all of our articles that are going to be going up.
Yeah, just keep you in the loop. Because, I guess we're on so many different platforms, it's handy to have one place that sort of keeps
everybody in the loop at once. And you get some little tidbits that are found on no other platform.
Actually, that's true.
Which is true.
Some little get the dirt exclusives.
So we've got to say thanks to LP for taking us on our little rally adventures.
Two rally adventures.
2 rally adventures in a row. I mean, yes, it wore us out and we were knackered, but we absolutely loved every single second of it and cannot wait for next year.
No, we had a great time with everyone, didn't we?
Oh, a super great time, yeah. So we hope you've enjoyed watching, something a little bit different from us. And next week,
I'd say we're probably back to our digging adventures
back to the
where we left off.
To the normal schedule. We'll just be picking up where we left off.
I'll have to have a look. I'm pretty sure there's some good stuff coming up.
We've got some good finds.
It might be our silver thimble.
Ooh.
Find.
Our
treasure find might be the next.
Treasure find coming out. Okay, that
might
sounds
be
good
the
to
next
me.
episode.
Sounds good to me. I'm excited already. So give us a like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.